Something changed inside you. And the people who once thought you would always come back, are now shocked by your silence. They cannot understand why you stopped chasing them. Why you stopped begging for attention. Why you stopped explaining yourself. Why you finally walked away without looking back. But angels want you to know something very important today: your silence was not weakness. It was healing. For so long, you gave your energy to people who never valued your heart. You kept returning to places that drained your spirit. You kept chasing people who enjoyed being chased. And angels saw every tear. Every sleepless night. Every moment you questioned your worth. Every time you blamed yourself for losing people who were never meant to stay. But now, something is different. Have you noticed these signs? You feel calmer. You protect your energy more. You no longer feel the need to prove yourself. You walk away from disrespect faster. This is not an accident. Angels have been working quietly in your life. They removed the fear of being alone. They removed the chains that kept you emotionally trapped. And now the same people who ignored your value are confused. Why? Because they expected you to keep chasing forever. They thought your love had no limits. They thought your kindness meant weakness. They thought you would always return after being hurt. But angels stepped in. And now your absence speaks louder than your presence ever did. What are angels trying to tell you? They are telling you that not everyone deserves access to your soul. Some people only wanted your attention. Some only wanted control. Some enjoyed watching you suffer while pretending to care. Angels are asking you not to ignore this message. Because many chosen ones are being tested right now. The test is simple: will you go back to what broke you, or will you trust the path angels prepared for you? Listen carefully. The moment you stopped chasing, your power returned. Your energy became protected. Your mind became clearer. Your spirit became stronger. And now people can feel it. Even those who never appreciated you before. They feel your distance. They feel your peace. They feel that you no longer need their approval. That is why they are shocked. Because chosen ones were never meant to beg for love. Angels want you to remember this deeply today: real love does not force you to abandon yourself. Real connections do not leave you emotionally exhausted. And real people do not disappear every time you need support. Why is this happening to you? Because angels are teaching you self-respect. You were chosen to break painful cycles. Chosen to stop chasing people who only returned when convenient. Chosen to understand your worth without needing validation. And yes, it hurts sometimes. There are moments when loneliness feels heavy. Moments when memories try to pull you backward. Moments when your heart wonders if leaving was the right choice. But angels are beside you during those moments. They whisper to your soul when nobody understands your pain. They remind you that divine timing is real. Some doors had to close so your spirit could finally breathe. Some people had to leave because they were blocking your destiny. And angels know the truth you cannot fully see yet: if they truly valued you, they would not have treated you like something temporary. Pause for a moment. Think about how much you survived. Think about the times you almost gave up. The betrayals. The silent battles. The emotional exhaustion nobody knew about. Yet here you are. Still standing. Still moving forward. Still protected by angels. Type yes if you believe angels have been guiding your life. Because this message did not find you by accident. The angels are speaking directly to your spirit today. Do not chase what keeps running from you. Do not beg for crumbs when heaven is preparing abundance. And do not confuse attachment with love. Your peace is sacred now. Protect it. The people who hurt you may return one day confused by your transformation. But angels are asking you to remember the pain you felt when they ignored your heart. Do not reopen doors that heaven closed for your protection. You are entering a season where your energy will attract the right souls naturally. No chasing. No forcing. No suffering. Only alignment. Only peace. Only divine connections guided by angels. And tonight, before you sleep, angels want you to know one final thing: you are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are deeply protected. Even in silence, angels are working behind the scenes for you. Even in loneliness, angels are standing beside your bed. Even when nobody checks on you, heaven still watches over your soul. A beautiful new chapter is slowly opening. Trust it. The angels are holding your hand through every step. And this time, you will never lose yourself trying to keep someone else. There is a reason your heart has been feeling different lately. There is a reason you no longer run after people the way you used to. Something deep inside your soul has awakened, and the people around you can feel it even if they cannot explain it. The same people who once thought you would always return are now shocked by your silence. They are shocked because you stopped chasing. You stopped begging. You stopped trying to force love, attention, and understanding from people who kept giving you confusion instead of peace. And angels want you to know today that this change did not happen by accident. Heaven has been working on your spirit in silence. For a long time, you carried emotional pain that nobody truly understood. You smiled while your heart was breaking. You stayed loyal to people who only remembered your value when they felt you slipping away. You kept giving chance after chance because your heart was pure. But angels saw everything. They saw how exhausted you became trying to save connections that were destroying your peace. They saw the nights you cried quietly, wondering why you were never enough for the people you loved so deeply. They saw how hard you fought just to keep people in your life while those same people gave the bare minimum in return. And now the angels are saying, enough. Why is this happening to you? Why are people suddenly shocked by your distance because they expected you to stay the same forever? They thought your kindness meant weakness. They thought your love had no limit. They believed no matter how badly they treated you, you would always come back chasing after them. But something powerful happened when your soul finally got tired of suffering. The angels stepped into your life and began teaching you the value of your own energy. Slowly, they started removing the fear of being alone. Slowly, they opened your eyes to the truth you were avoiding for too long. And now, for the first time in a very long time, you are choosing yourself. Have you noticed these signs? You no longer feel desperate for anyone's attention. You no longer explain yourself to people who misunderstand you on purpose. You no longer chase closure from those who enjoy keeping you emotionally confused. There is a new calmness around you, even if your heart is still healing. That calmness is not weakness. It is spiritual growth. Angels are protecting your energy now because they know how much pain you survived. What are angels trying to tell you? They are trying to tell you that some people were only lessons, not forever connections. Some people came into your life to teach you how to stop abandoning yourself for love. And this truth hurts because your heart always saw the good in people. You kept hoping they would change. You kept believing your loyalty would eventually be appreciated. But angels are showing you today that real love does not make you feel unwanted. Real love does not disappear when things become difficult. Real love does not leave you crying while the other person sleeps peacefully knowing they hurt you. The people who ignored your worth are now confused because your silence is exposing their actions. Your absence is forcing them to feel what they never thought they would lose. They became comfortable with your forgiveness. Comfortable with your effort. comfortable with knowing you would always be there no matter how little they gave in return. But chosen ones are not meant to spend their lives chasing people who cannot recognize their value. Angels are reminding you today that your heart is sacred. Your energy is sacred. Your peace is sacred. And yes, the angels know it still hurts sometimes. There are moments when memories return unexpectedly. Moments when loneliness touches your heart late at night. Moments when you question yourself and wonder if walking away was the right choice. Sometimes you miss people who never truly deserved your loyalty, and that confusion can feel painful. But angels want you to understand something very deeply today. Missing someone does not mean they were good for your soul. Loving someone does not mean they were sent to stay forever. Some people were only meant to teach you what happens when you give too much to those who give too little. Have you felt this before, that strange feeling that your spirit is changing while your old life slowly falls apart? That is not punishment. That is transformation. Angels are preparing you for a new season of your life. A season where you no longer beg to be chosen. A season where your heart no longer accepts disrespect disguised as love. A season where your peace matters more than temporary attention. The angels are asking you not to ignore this message because divine timing is very close. Something important is happening behind the scenes. Even though you cannot fully see it yet, heaven is moving people, situations, and opportunities into place for your future. Angels are protecting you from connections that would only delay your destiny. Sometimes rejection was protection. Sometimes silence was protection. Sometimes people leaving your life was the greatest blessing heaven could give you. The truth is, your spirit became stronger the moment you stopped chasing. Your power returned the moment you stopped forcing what was not meant for you. And now people can feel that energy shift. They can feel your distance. They can feel your self-respect. They can feel that you are no longer willing to lose yourself just to keep others comfortable. That is why they are shocked. Because they never expected you to finally walk away. Type yes if you believe angels have been protecting your life even during your hardest battles. The angels want you to remember something tonight before you sleep. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. Heaven has heard every silent prayer you cried through tears. The angels have stayed beside you during every heartbreak, every disappointment, every moment you felt emotionally exhausted. Even when nobody checked on you, angels stayed close. Even when you felt alone in your pain, heaven was watching over your spirit. A peaceful new chapter is slowly entering your life now. Healthier connections. Clearer signs. Stronger boundaries. Real love. Real peace. Real purpose. The days of constantly chasing people who drain your soul are ending. Angels are leading you toward relationships that will not require you to beg for basic care and respect. So do not go backward. Do not reopen doors that heaven closed. Do not return to places where your spirit was slowly dying. Trust what angels removed from your life. Trust the silence. Trust the distance. Trust the lessons. One day you will fully understand why certain people had to leave. And as you rest tonight, angels want you to feel this truth deep inside your soul: you are protected. You are guided. You are chosen, and this time, you will never again lose yourself trying to keep people who were never meant to stay. And before this message ends, the angels need you to hear one last thing very carefully: do not mistake your silence for emptiness. There is power growing inside you right now. The reason you no longer chase people is because your soul is finally remembering who you are. You were never created to beg for love. You were never meant to run after people who continuously ignored your value. Angels have been trying to pull you away from emotional chains for a very long time, but now you are finally listening. And that is why everything feels different. The loneliness feels different. The silence feels different. Even your tears feel different. Because this is no longer the pain of being rejected. This is the healing that happens before rebirth. Angels are saying that many people secretly expected you to break. They expected you to keep returning no matter how badly they treated you. They believed your heart would always tolerate disrespect because of how deeply you loved. But heaven stepped in at the right moment. The angels protected your spirit before your kindness destroyed you completely. Have you noticed how people suddenly watch you now? Some of them are confused. Some regret losing access to you. Some cannot understand why you became distant. And some are shocked because your energy no longer belongs to them. The angels want you to know this happened for a reason. When chosen ones stop chasing, everything changes. Your mind becomes clearer. Your spirit becomes lighter. Your intuition becomes stronger. And suddenly, you begin seeing truths you ignored before. You begin realizing who only loved your attention. Who only came around when they needed something. Who enjoyed your loyalty but never planned to protect your heart in return. That realization hurts. But angels are saying the pain is temporary. Because what is coming into your life next will not require you to suffer for love. Read that again in your spirit. What is coming next will not require you to abandon yourself. The angels are preparing divine connections for you. Real people. Honest souls. Peaceful energy. People who will not disappear when life becomes difficult. People who will not punish you for having emotions. People who will not make you question your worth every single day. And until those blessings fully arrive, angels are asking you to stay patient. Do not let temporary loneliness pull you back into permanent pain. Yes, some nights still feel heavy. Some nights your heart still remembers old memories. You remember the conversations. The promises. The moments you believed things would finally change. Sometimes your heart still wonders if those people miss you too. But angels are asking you an important question tonight. Did they protect your peace the way you protected theirs? Did they fight for your heart the way you fought for theirs? Did they truly value your soul, or only your presence? The answer has already been shown to you through their actions. And angels do not want you to ignore the truth anymore. This season of your life is about awakening. No more chasing people who only love you when it benefits them. No more begging for attention from emotionally unavailable souls. No more shrinking yourself just to keep others comfortable. The old version of you is fading away. The version that over-explained. The version that tolerated disrespect. The version that stayed too long hoping people would finally change. Angels are proud of how far you have come, even if nobody else fully sees your growth yet. Because healing quietly is still healing. Crying silently and still surviving is strength. Walking away from what hurts you is courage. And heaven has watched every step of your journey. Every heartbreak. Every betrayal. Every lonely night. Every hidden battle nobody knew you were fighting. The angels saw it all. That is why this message found you today. Not by coincidence. Not by luck. But because your spirit needed confirmation. You made the right decision by protecting your peace. Even if others misunderstood you. Even if people called you cold. Even if walking away broke your heart at first. The angels are saying you saved yourself. And one day soon, everything will make sense. The delayed blessings. The closed doors. The painful endings. The silence. It was all guiding you toward a life that matches your true worth. So tonight, breathe deeply. Release the guilt. Release the sadness. Release the need to chase anyone who willingly walked away from your love. What belongs to you will never require desperation. What is truly meant for your soul will arrive with peace, honesty, and clarity. And as you sleep tonight, imagine angels standing beside you quietly, protecting your heart, removing hidden negativity from your path, guiding your future step by step, healing the parts of you nobody ever apologized for hurting. You are not alone. You never were. Even during the moments you cried in silence, angels were there. Even during the moments you felt abandoned, angels stayed close. Even during the moments you wanted to give up, heaven kept protecting your spirit from breaking completely. A powerful new beginning is coming. A calmer life. A softer heart. A stronger soul. And the angels want you to walk into that future knowing one beautiful truth: you do not have to chase love anymore. Because what is truly sent by heaven, will find you naturally. And from this moment forward, may the angels surround your mind with peace, your heart with healing, your path with light, and your soul with the deep comfort of knowing that you are deeply loved, fully protected, and never forgotten by heaven.